Here we want to find the sine of 5 pi eighths, and there's more than one way to do this, but we're going to do this using a half angle formula. So here is the formula I need because I have sine, so I'm going to express this as some theta over 2. So it's going to be the sine of 5 pi fourths over 2, because you can see if we did this 2 over 1, flipped it over, multiplied it, we'd have 5 pi eighths. So our theta is 5 pi fourths. So I can use this identity and express this as plus or minus the square root of 1 minus cosine of that angle, which is going to be 5 pi fourths, and that's over 2. Now remember, when you're using half angle, the sine and the cosine formulas are identical, except the sine is minus. So I have to make sure I've got minus right here. Now I can just go ahead and first of all figure out whether I want the plus or the minus. So I think of where 5 pi eighths is, and 4 pi eighths is pi over 2, so I'm going to be in quadrant 2, and in quadrant 2 the sine function is positive, so I want the positive one. And then the next thing I'm going to do is figure out the cosine of 5 pi fourths, and so 5 pi fourths, well 4 pi fourths is pi, so we're going to be here in quadrant 3, and we know multiples of pi fourths are square root 2 over 2 and square root 2 over 2, but we know in quadrant 3 both x and y values are negative. We just need the cosine value, and now as we go ahead and put that in the formula, it was plus, so I don't need to write a sign there, and it's going to be 1 minus a minus square root 2 over 2, and then that's going to be over 2. Now we're going to leave it in exact form but simplified, get rid of the fraction within a fraction. So this is 2 over 2. So the numerator becomes, if we have this common denominator of 2, we would have 2, the negative and negative makes a positive, square root 2, and that would be over 2 until we flip this over and multiply it, and so that's going to be over 4. And then we are going to apply our rules of radicals, and we're going to take the square root to the numerator and have square root of 2 plus square root of 2, and that's going to be over square root of 4, which is 2. So there's our exact answer.